Wildly. Tax season is right here, right upon us. And with the April 15th deadline rapidly approaching, filling out your taxes is critical. Fear not, because our next guest has got you covered, got all the answers. He's the founder of the Republic Group of companies, and he's here to tell you all you need to know to stay on the IRS's good side. And it's a good thing to do, right? You do not want to get audited. But what happens when you do get audited? What do you have to prepare? Do you have to give somebody a call, the person who prepared your taxes, or?
Well, the best thing you could do is really get yourself a good certified professional. If the person who did prepare your taxes is a certified professional, he's probably the best guy to really guide you through the IRS agents when they come in and ask for documentation.
So then you just got to lace everything out, put everything out on the table.
That's absolutely right. Any expenses, any income that you've incurred, any deductions that you've requested, they're going to want to see proof. They're going to want to see documentation. Yeah,
and they'll let you know exactly what they're looking for, right?
That's exactly right.
The documentation that they're
That's exactly. They'll typically give you a list before they even get there and say, look, these are the questions that I have, and these are the issues that we're going forward with, and these are the things we want to see. So they really give you an opportunity to prepare yourself before they get to your office.
So a lot of people have done their taxes already.
Right.
What do you tell the last minute people?
You know what? Funnily enough, typically tax season is over at April 15th. Everybody's pretty understanding of that date. This year is actually April 18th.
Oh,
They're
extending it back a couple days.
They pushed it all the way up to the Monday, so you have all the way up until next weekend to really cover all of your tax return needs.
And anything done after that, you're penalized?
Well, what happens is you should, if you're not going to make that April 18th deadline, what you should do is file an extension. Typically, most CPAs file an extension for free, and what happens is you don't get penalized. However, you do get paid interest. If you owe, you have to pay interest. So if you do owe taxes, you do want to get them done before the April 18th. If you own a return, if you're expecting a return, there is no change, but you do have to file an extension.
What do you have to? What do you do if you have to pay? Like, say you owe $2,000, can you get put on a payment plan or anything?
You definitely can be put on a payment plan if you call the IRS. You can also file an extension and send them money. A lot of people don't know that. When you do file an extension and you know you're going to pay, you can send them some money in advance.
That eliminates the penalty?
It eliminates some of the interest. If you file the extension, you won't get charged a penalty, but you will get charged interest if you don't pay anything.
Ah, so there you go. All right. So Friday is really the deadline.
Monday, April 18th.
Monday. That's so right. Anything after that, you better
correct.
File something.
File something. File an extension, file your taxes.
Send a couple of dollars and say, hey, it's coming.
That's exactly right. Just don't do nothing. That's basically the big premise.
What's the best advice you can give some of our viewers? People who don't know anything about taxes. Usually people think, all right, I know a little something. I know I got to pay them.
Right. My clientele are really urban and Latino taxpayers that really don't know anything about taxes. I own a tax brand on top of Republic Groups called Rapido Tax Online, really geared towards Spanish and urban. The biggest thing is people don't know that they qualify for credits.
Yeah.
There are credits that for people that have kids. There are credits for those who earn low income. There are credits for those who buy energy conserving products such as a car or windows for a home, things of that nature. The biggest thing is you would be very surprised as to the amount of credits that you do qualify for. There are credits for the rich, there are credits for the poor, there are credits for people in the middle. You need to know your tax credits.
So people need to know these credits so they can save.
That's absolutely
Because if you don't know, you pay.
That's absolutely right.
You don't know, you pay.
That's absolutely. And I can't tell you the amount of clients that come through my door that the years before they did not take advantage of a lot of the tax credits that are out there. So they have to refile in order to recapture those credits, or they just lose them totally.
So wait a minute, you could file, say you filed from 5 years back, and then you all of a sudden get this knowledge that, hey, there are these tax credits out there that I can take advantage. Can you still take advantage of those tax credits from 5 years back?
Absolutely. You can visit my office, or you can visit my .com, which is taxterminal.com, and we will refile your taxes to make sure that you do take advantage of the credits that you did not in years past. They are going to take a very close look at it. I won't lie to you about it, because you already filed. Now they're looking at another return, but they will give you the benefit of the doubt if you do qualify for those credits.
You send it in with another letter saying, hey, I found out that I can,
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely right.
And you do all of that for your clients.
Correct. Correct.
What about, there's a lot of college students in our nation. What about college students? Do they still have to file?
Absolutely. At the end of the day, people who earn income have to file. Now, there are limitations. If you make under these, what they call the standard deduction, which is typically $7,500. However, I always encourage college kids to file because they generally get all the taxes that they paid throughout the year right back, even if their parents claim them. Okay, there are college kids where their parents aren't claiming them. They should definitely file in order to get back the taxes that they paid throughout the year.
Yeah.
However, those that are being claimed by their parents, they should also file if they pay taxes throughout the year and if they made anywhere between $8,000 and $10,000 or more.
Yeah.
Because they also qualify. And all of the interest and all that tuition that you paid to go to school, I know it's difficult.
Wow.
You know, you have your second job and you're paying tuition and you're getting through those books exactly how I did when I was a student. There's a lot of tax deductions that you can take for that.
People feel that they don't have to file because
Right.
there's no money to be gotten. But yeah,
Correct.
you
Correct.
pay taxes, so you...
That's exactly right. If you pay taxes, generally speaking, you can file a return in order to try and get some of that back.
What about people who have started home businesses?
Right.
What are some of the things that you can write off upon starting a home or having a home business?
And that's actually a very good thing you touched upon, Bob. At the end of the day, when it comes to a home business, you're only going to pay taxes on the amount of income you make, not on the amount of revenue you make. There's two different words.
Yeah.
Revenue and income. Revenue is all of the money that you take in.
Right.
Income is
What
basically
do you
profit,
keep? Yeah.
what you keep. When you have a home business, you're only paying on what you keep.
Right.
Within reason. The IRS has a bunch of rules where they're saying, okay, food and entertainment, we're only going to take 50% of that.
Right, right.
However, if you have some utilities and any products that you've purchased to sell, we can take 100% of that.
Yeah.
So
And there's a lot of things that you can write off. For instance, everything that you use for your home office. I mean,
exactly
your computers, your telephone.
That's absolutely right.
Even cable if you need cable to come in and
absolutely right.
and somehow make that a part of your business. You
Right.
need information.
The way it works is they carve out your home and say what part of your home is allocable to your business.
Right.
And you're able to write off all of the expenses that are allocable
And
to
even
your
part of your rent.
business. That's absolutely right.
Yeah, part
Percentage
of your rent. Or your
is also
mortgage,
right.
if you have a
Absolutely.
home business in your home.
Absolutely right.
Yeah. Now, what about a person like me who makes a lot of appearances all over the place? I have a huge cleaner's bill.
I could imagine. I could imagine. At the end of the day, you can
Can
write
you
off.
use that?
You can write off all of your cleaning bills, all of your transportation.
I've
to and from
I've
these
never
big
done
events.
that because, I don't want it to stick out like this. Come on, cleaners,
Right.
give me a break.
Well, let me say this. The IRS, way back, there was a case where somebody got audited and they didn't have all of the receipts. And I can't remember the name of the case, but they didn't have all of the receipts. However, they made and reported income. So the IRS took a position where if you go ahead and report it and I don't see any documentation, that must mean that you also had expenses and I'm not going to ask for documentation. At the end of the day, it's got to be within reason.
Yeah.
They know you, they know you're on the radio, they know you're on BronxNet. It makes sense that you have to clean your clothes, right? And you have to use dry cleaning. So they're going to allow you to write that off. Now,
Yeah.
if it looks excessive, then they may ask to see more documentation.
Wow, this guy is really, really clean. He puts his clothes in the cleaners every day. Okay, a word of advice to all of our viewers. What do you want them to know about this tax season or taxes in general?
Well, two things. The big thing, especially in a recession, Obama has agreed to a lot of credits. You need to ask your tax preparer if you're qualified for any credits that you may not have known in the past. Also, this year, it's not April 15th, it's April 18th.
April 18th.
Yep.
You have more time.
You have a little bit more time this year to do it without having to file an extension.
So we should come and see you because?
Well, because I can either file an extension or I can take a look at your taxes and really give you the best advice regarding any credits that you qualify for.
And get you some money back.
That's right. And you
Some
don't even have to
much-needed
come to
money.
my office. Visit me at taxterminal.com, and there's a whole secure portal where I receive your documents and I can do it online.
Do you make house calls like a doctor?
I don't make house calls. Sorry, Bob.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
You're very informative. You need to come back more often because you can do taxes and things of that nature all year, right?
Correct.
Especially if you filed an extension. So
Absolutely. And your corporate taxes and things of that nature, I also engage in
so
that.
come back after the 18th.
I appreciate
Those
it.
of you who have filed an extension, you should look for this, that, whatever you can prepare something like that.
Perfect.
All right.
Thanks, Bob.
Will DeJesus, the CPA for what company?
Rapido Tax Inc. and taxterminal.com.
All right. Thanks so much, Will.